Hello and welcome to the latest edition of The Exchange, brought to you by the New York Stock Exchange. As a reminder, today's interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE does not recommend investments or investment strategies. I'm joined live on the floor today by Josh Greco. He is Institutional Portfolio Manager at Franklin Templeton. Josh, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us, Doug.
So you've got your latest ETF, ticker symbol INCM. Easy to remember,
Yep.
Income. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, would love to. Well, first and foremost, this marks the continued growth of Franklin Templeton into the ETF space. This brings our global suite of around 100 offerings, so a really important landmark as we continue to grow. And secondly, this ETF draws on the capabilities of Franklin Income Investors, which is the same team that runs the flagship mutual fund for the firm in the Franklin Income Fund. We'll be allocating across stocks, bonds, and hybrid type investments to create income and growth potential on behalf of our investors.
Why Income and why now?
Great question, Doug. We think income at this point in the cycle is going to be a very important supplement for total return. We've seen income provide cushions during periods of volatility. We've also seen income be an incredible tool for investors to compound wealth over time. Why now? I think I'll reference our CEO, Jenny Johnson, in that respect, that we've been around for 75 years as a firm. And in her words, you can't exist for 75 years unless you continue to innovate for your clients. So this ETF launch marks an important event in that we are continuing to offer strategies in vehicles we know are important to our clients today.
So now, Josh, I follow you. I've seen you speak live. I watch you do a wonderful job of taking sort of these really large, broad macro themes and some of the micro themes as well and blend them together in a way we understand. When you look at this market right now, do you see opportunities out there?
Yeah, and we're standing here, Doug, in 2023, and so much of the market repriced in 2022. Much of what we viewed as the cross asset or the stock bond opportunities took place in 2022. And so in 2023, on the fixed income side, our focus is really on either sector or issue specific opportunities. And really on the equity side, we think it's going to be a tougher road for equities from this point forward. It's going to be a tough market for valuation or multiple expansion. And we think there's going to be continued pressure on earnings.
So your current ETF that we're talking about, the brand new one, INCM, where does income fit into a broad portfolio?
Yeah, we think, again, income is incredibly important. And in the portfolio lens, if you're building a portfolio for clients focused on income and growth in that order, we think INCM is a core holding. It's allocated across the broad equity market and across the broad fixed income spectrum. And if you're building a portfolio for total return for your clients, we view this as a supplement to that outcome in which we can tactically allocate across stocks and bonds and keep the income and growth coming while we supplement the portfolio at the total return level.
So now investors, advisors are listening in, they want to learn more about you, they want to hear more about your research, they want to learn about the Franklin Templeton lineup of ETFs. Where do they go?
Yeah, as a global investment manager, our website is rich with insights from our portfolio managers and more detail on the strategies we are running and launching. So I would head over to www.franklintempleton.com for more on INCM, the Franklin Income Focus ETF, as well as insights from our other managers.
And of course, I invite you to follow Josh on social media like I do. Now, as a reminder, if you caught this episode live and you're looking for ETF thought leadership content, you can find it all, including our podcast, on etfcentral.com. You go to ETF Central in the top right, type in income, INCM, you'll find out more about the ETF we're talking about today. And of course, all the other ETF thought leadership and content, you can find it all. And of course, it's all brought to you by none other than the New York Stock Exchange, the home of ETFs.